Oh god, okay, yeah, Carrier coming out with a bang to start this series off.
Yeah, this is Fearless, so you don't really need to open up with Sylas support. You can save that. You know.
I don't know whether you necessarily need to open up with Pyke support either.
Guy in that between the Cow
and
Jaces. Yeah.
Oh dear, the Cow not quite figuring it out as Carrier's also going low. Will Viper commit? That's the question. Is he actually going to die? Yes, he does. But now Viper might be able to clean this one up. Carrier needs to get out of vision if he wants that grey health back, and he's not going to be able to do it. The Arcane Shift, Carrier moves over, and it's a double kill for Viper.
I'm not going to lie.
I mean, I'd have to see it.
I don't think we have to. I think we can just know.
Yeah.
I don't see it. Just imagine it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel great.
It feels wrong.
His hair is, you know, part of what makes him Ezreal. That is a very good point. It's all right. Grub number 2 going to go down. Should be the 3rd, so a feat of strength, or at least a portion of it, going to be collected here. And Peanut going to go about his merry way. That should be exchanged for... But this laning phase kind of over for the bottom lane of T1, wanting to try and skirmish their way back into it, I would expect, as Win becomes Lightning, and Carrier going to be taking a bit of damage. Smash trying to get rid of him, as Peanut does make his way over. I don't know whether this is necessarily diveable.
Classic front to back, get to poke away, get the setup like they are here. I think it's going to be tough. We'll have to see. T1 trying to find access.
Carrier doesn't get the Bone Skewer. And Zeus now in trouble. Teleport coming in from Doran, who tries to ult his way out of it. He'll be able to get out of there, but this is not the pick that they were looking for. Delight has the ulti. True Shot Barrage hits 2. And Faker and Smash now very low. That is going to be 2 grubs going on over. Should be the clean sweep as far as the objective, but no one to die in this skirmish. It's not what I was expecting.
That's textbook there from Hanwha, right? Like exactly what we talked about.
Yeah.
The moment that T1 tries to make an entrance, they pull back. Do it.
Yeah. As Carrier is going to turn up. Let's see whether Zeus has the footwork. He does! Faker's still going to be able to get some damage down as Zeus is still trying to kill Carrier in front of 2 members of T1. Peanut going to be taking this dragon. Carrier can't take another one of those. He will just die. As Faker is at least at full health, but Zeus gets underneath the turret. Bone Skewer goes wide once again. Like passive state. And that is a worry for T1 because they have this composition that wants to be moving forward. Just in the state of the game right now, it's difficult for that one to be executed as Tower does go down, and that is Sandals picked up. Some strong feet here on HLE. I'm explaining who I am.
You said...
All right, Doran is going to press his ultimate button, dodges out of the way of the ult from Zekka as well. Very nicely done. But a little bit of smooth movement from the Azir means that the Chicken Man is not going to be falling down. And in the meantime, HLE are the ones that capitalize. Oh, okay, so Let's Groove is mega popular on TikTok at the moment. Just for all you Americans that might be missing the platform. I'm so out of touch.
We have established you're a boomer. Like all of this is just world building.
Yeah.
As the world for T1 unfortunately crumbling a little bit around them. As mentioned, this is a type of draft where with nameplates you're like, you know what? I could see it work. It is not. Yep. Oh, you can't do that to your own team.
Oh, Zeus. Oh, dear. Well, maybe he's fine. All right, well, Doran's going to turn up. In comes Delight. He can't get away with this. Surely not. Peanut comes in, lands the audacious charge, and there's the ulti as well. Faker throws his into the ring, but they're going to have to back away. These health bars are so low. They're sitting ducks to Zeus with these shock blasts. As Doran, it's Faker that picks it up. He's not going to be dying from that one, but does need to create some extra space. In the meantime, though, this inner turret not long for the world. Look at these Void Grubs. They didn't need that many. They are crowding around that structure, and it is going to be obliterated. And what was a relatively small gold lead is ballooning over time. The HLE that we've been watching throughout the rest of the tournament.
No. But it's the HLE, though, again.
That was promised, yeah.
It was promised, and it goes back to what we were saying. We have not seen a game where everyone on HLE is playing well. I think all 5 players throughout the LCK Cup thus far hasn't happened.
Yeah.
F0. Like an owner can't walk up.
Nope. He sees the silhouette.
Oh,
and,
good luck retaking this
that.
area. Are we just going to... No, we're going to TP. We're going to try and do it, but...
The smash flank. Let's see whether this is going to work out as Faker throws in the ultimate, gets on in there, but he's just going to explode. Otacon goes down as well. Zekka grabbing the kill, and now T1 need to run for the hills. You cannot fight that which cannot die. And HLE now moving towards the top lane in a turret. Where does the good news start for T1 in this game?
You took out Jace. And Ezreal.
Oh wait, it's
fearless.
a best of 5. Yeah, that's where it starts. Actually, to be honest, maybe it's worth it.
Well, still not how you want your game 1 to start, Atlas.
Probably not. They might be able to kill Zeka as Ona takes a little bit of a ride underneath the turret. Great bone skewer comes on through as the flash out from Zeka will keep him alive. He gets hit by his own teammate's True Shot Barrage. He flash out, down goes. No, never mind. He is going to ult his way back in though, so that will kill Doran. Faker with a fair bit of damage, trying to eliminate the minion wave where they can as Viper hitting so many of these shots, and they have Otacon. So he can just take the free back there. Zeka gonna do the same thing. I need to stop messing their names up.
And Hanwha Life showing up in this first game. The Waters.
Yeah.
They predicted something at the
welcome to the
source.
LCK Cup, Hanwha Life Esports. We missed you. It's great to see you here as Zeus behind the inner turret that is definitely going to evaporate.
Hey, look, he's building damage.
He is.
Dirk in his inventory.
I mean, he does have a simple inventory. All right, Carrier gonna get knocked into the sky. Faker once again going very aggressive, but able to utilize that ulti to keep himself safe. I think they are very well aware of the fact that the game is not moving in their direction, and they may as well just go for whatever play they can find. I think that's why you had Faker ulting in that Otacon fight, because like obviously if you don't do anything about it, they just take the buff and then you lose.
Zeus having an incredible early game in the 1v1, which took away one of the possible pressure points. And then the bot lane 2v2 being a disaster, so you never get Pyke on the map. And then this composition just doesn't really do a whole lot.
Yeah, the cow. But Delight not too worried about it.
Circling the drain Atlas in this first game is T1.
Yeah, and look at HLE building some vision around the Baron, you would assume. And now...
Taxi out.
Oh, yeah. Smash is going to try and make an exit. Over also going to be diving forward. Delight throws down the ulti as Zeus is fighting against Faker, and Faker is probably not going to survive it. There's the Shock Blast to finish him off. In the meantime, Owner is also dead. Delight somehow alive, and this could just spell the end of game 1. HLE with an absolute turnaround in performance in this one. They're going to need more though, and Peanut might need a little bit of saving here as he wants to. Yes, he does manage to do that. True Shot Barrage. He's actually going to be the one that takes the kill. And Peanut fighting a top laner is not necessarily going to work out for him as his ex-teammate grabs the kill off the back end of this one. But it's only 2 for T1 in this game, and 2 dead Nexus turrets are going to be the result, with a following Nexus to go down as well. HLE game 1, absolute statement here from the LCK champs, as when it says playoffs, this team knows how to play.
The amount of setup that's here is great. I do worry a little bit for Hanwha about that Wei. I think that Wei is really one of those picks that when it looks good, it looks amazing, but it's not necessarily Zeka's wheelhouse. What is this?
Maybe we are.
This is like the first Herald fights of back in the day.
I love this. It's a lot of action. Start this one off. HLE not wanting T1 to be able to close the gap, and Carrier says, I will do that. And Peanut already extraordinarily low. You can see all the AoE damage is massive. Viper and Smash fighting towards the top side, but Faker gonna be the first one to go down. Peanut the immediate answer, and Zeus will be able to execute Carrier off the back end. Doran does not like that, and so he's gonna melt almost all of them. Viper and Smash continuing to fight. This is just ridiculous. So far, it's a T1 win in the battle. But man, I just want to see more action like this throughout the rest of this game, as now Viper's in trouble, down to 200. Dancing Grenade, Deadly Flourish going to miss, and he doesn't have the flash, and this extended 1v1 is going to be a Smash solo kill in the end.
Want to highlight the damage that Rumble does in these fights. It's crazy.
Peanut is also really dead.
Very dead, yes.
Do we need a replay of how that happened? I don't think so. I think he was just in the enemy jungle. Zeus just being barbecued. Here towards the bottom side. T1 now looking for some more grubs. It's going to be 4 now picked up. Delight wanting to try and contest the river here, but it's so difficult. Yeah. Grasping Roots comes down. There's the Stranglethorns as well, as Owner is getting taken down exceptionally low. The Ignite ticks and takes the jungler away. Now Peanut just trying to set up some of these plants to push T1 out of here. A good little fight here for HLE as Faker explodes! What? Okay, Zeka, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna kill Faker real quick underneath this turret. Almost walked out of it as well. It was almost just he was gonna be okay. That's all right.
Those 2 kills are a big deal. As we'll see, Peanut is still getting zoned away from this and probably won't be able. He didn't get a single grub out of it as well, and he really wants to deny the 6 grubs, but I don't think he gets to as the rest of his team has to back.
I mean, grubs were nerfed, so it should be fine, right? We saw 6 grubs, though, in the last game, and Peanut also, I mean, has them lined up here. There's the grasping roots. That will connect, but I don't know whether this is going to be enough. Viper having to flash here towards the top side of the map as the arrow connects onto Carrier, and the turret is angry! Viper picks up that kill. Somehow Peanut got an assist. Not entirely sure how that one worked out, but maybe it's just the Rox Tigers Zyra Ashe combination value there. And they seem to just always be on cooldown here in this mid lane as now Peanut, he's going to face check and get cycloned immediately. Stranglethorns comes in, finds the grasping roots, and actually wants some more damage. The flash forward, and Ona finds the Q. Zeka, I don't think he's going to be able to kill him on his way out, and Ona just says, yep, see you later. Is by its lonesome, should be first turret blood going over to T1 here, as HLE just wanting to get themselves a Rift Herald. And so the teleports come through from Doran. Okay, he's going to show up. They want to fight for this, but that is going to be the Herald coming on through. Zeus looking to try and start this one, has already broken it up as the equalizer. It goes down. Zeka taking so much damage, he shouldn't be there. And that's 2 wiped out already. Viper is free hitting, but the Chaos Storm is so dangerous, and Smash is over the wall. They have nowhere to go. They're in the blender, and that means a triple kill for Faker. Zeus is now going to move towards his turret, but it is on 0 health. Allow him an exit, but T1 are already trying to kill this outer turret in the mid lane. This could have just broken the game open. It's a little bit of a roughie.
It was, yeah. It's not the end of the line yet for Hanwha. Their team fighting does remain quite strong. Their poke is good.
Yep, they've certainly got some tools. The sieging capabilities are there with people like Zeka. As okay, Equalizer just going to be thrown on top of Peanut, and the Spiraling Despair is exactly that for Doran. He just gets wiped out. Zeka going to grab that kill, and there's no response here for T1 so far, as it looks like positioning around the Dragon is what we're fighting for. Zeus looking for an angle, but there's a Cyclone from Ona. Peanut going to explode. Gets destroyed by Smash, and now we'll see whether Zeus can find some kills. Gets one onto the Monkey, wanting to charge up that Q, but doesn't quite get there. Zeka and Viper, a fair bit of damage, and Delight's moving in to be that front line. 3 versus 3 now in the fight, but the stun from the gravity field is massive. Look at these Qs though, but here is Smash with that curtain call, and Delight doesn't seem to really notice. Carrier dives forward. Somehow Delight's still alive. Avoids the deadly flourish, but that's Zeka having to flash away, and it's not enough. Viper, can he do it? The answer's no. Gets popped like a balloon, and T1, they'll win another fight and now march up the mid lane again.
So close, yet so far for Hanwha Life there. Smash remains standing. Faker with what, like 3 big W's. Got another one right there. The TP though, we're not done.
We are certainly not. Zeus looking to make his way, and he'll be spotted on this control ward. Can they get out? That's the question. This is a lot of money sitting on Smash.
That's huge. A little bit of gap, and then Faker, and then a huge gap, and then everyone else.
Yeah.
Chovy is not in the conversation for best mid thus far. Has not had a great LCK Cup. It's Faker and Showmaker.
Deadly flourish, and no grasping roots, has to flash immediately, and the bullet going to tag him. He's dead already before that final one does even come through, and that means no jungler for this Otacon. Bounties already. It's looking like a repeat, but with opposite sides of game number 1, right? T1 absolute domination in this game, and oh dear, when they turn the lights off, I get so scared. Faker gonna find the death ray as that is right on the edge. Not quite going to kill the Ashe.
Atlas, there was one very funny irregularity in this game.
What's that?
I want to see if you can, you know, Hanwha Life, they can just stall. Soul is literally not.
I mean, Elder is it's about 25 minutes away. I think we're gonna be okay.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess we can end with Cloud. 13 minutes before you need to fight for Soul.
Well, Delight is possibly in trouble, as there's another deadly flourish, beautifully placed. The equalizer will mean that Delight is dead. The arrow just sails by, and Faker goes golden to keep himself alive. The all-out, though, is now he has to 1v1 against Zeus. Keeper's Verdict gets rid of the Ashe, though, so can't be offering the extra damage, and Zeus has to flash away. In the meantime, there is a battle on the other front, as that is not the correct Wukong.
A man with a dream and a mission, and again, a lot of ults are out. They have good poke.
This Baron is so incredibly low. It is going to be secured here by Ona. Deadly Flourish just barely avoided by Viper was nicely done, but his don't have very much damage, and Doran is just flashing in. Peanut in so much trouble, and between a rock and a hard place doesn't really do it justice. There's 2 on the floor already. Another beautiful gravity field position there as Zeus is just going to be stunned up and burnt down. Delight goes as well. It's a double for Ona off the back end of that, and with 5 men standing, T1 are going to march down the mid lane, utilize this brand new Baron buff, and send us to a game number 3.
T1, after a very lackluster game number 1, strike back with some amazing team fighting. That mid-jungle duo is going to be looked at, but even Doran on the Rumble, earning the prio on that pick.
Oh, yeah.
Through and through in this one. And Atlas, I know you're normally the one that does this, but I am looking at my hands.
I can see it. The smell of onion is thick in the air. However, we do have Faker taking one of his most iconic champions.
Cooking?
No, the layers.
Oh my god. Well, it works on 2 levels.
I know.
There's layers even to the joke.
Exactly.
Support thing has a big impact. Or you're...
Shane's going to connect, but Doran is moving in. Kerry is also here. Flawless duet is landed, and it's named well as first blood goes to Faker. Yes.
We do have a little bit of vision taken away.
Does do relatively well as Faker. He did not want to press rebuttal on that button, and he's going to send himself to the death chamber. Freak told us about this. You do not press W on bandage sauce. And that's exactly what Duct Abscond actually kind of is in the end.
We feel a lot worse.
Yep.
With the Hyper Procs. And we do have Peanut, which we haven't even talked about yet, the fact that Peanut's playing Nidalee again. I think that he's had equal amounts of great performances and very lackluster ones.
More recently, I think that his Nidalee has been fine.
It's been good recently, yeah.
That's all right. Doran not going to be getting out of this one, I don't think, as the flash does go through, but can they actually get the response kill? The Meganar comes in at perfect timing, and Zeus just walks it off. Primal Surge going to keep him back up as well. Building as fast as he can towards item number 1, but things might get a little bit more rough. Kerry is going to turn up, but don't know whether it's going to be enough here when the Bruise brothers come down. Delight and Peanut just wanting to push Doran out of here. Viper's now going to turn up as well. And can Doran survive? The answer is no, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to be more optimistic. That turret and moving on with their lives.
Yeah, this is what it means to have been in the LCK for a long time. Again, I've seen this so many times, with Doran specifically, where like he has an amazing game, and then the counter pick comes in and you're just like, I don't know about that one.
Well, Faker not going to be able to send that one back, but does avoid the Chains of Corruption, and the Piercing Arrow goes wide as well. Still Zeus hunting after Owner. The Naba not in a great spot, and that is a gorgeous bullet time. Still Delight gives it the door, and that is going to mitigate so much of the damage. Peanut grabs the first kill, but the immediate answer is going to be there. Stun comes through. Peanut might survive, but it's Delight that pays for his sins.
But yeah, the grubs are still going to go to Hanwha Live. So they give up a kill, but they get the grubs. So I don't think they're going to be too upset about that. Sandals have already been taken care of.
T1 have certainly looked at in the past. Half health on this Dragon. Smash in position right now as well. Carrier probably not going to be diving back towards that one. That is a dangerous spear from Peanut.
Nicely done. We also have Zaka, as you point out, on the way. Peanut trying to go.
Yeah, not going to be able to get the steal, but can they find a team fight? That is the question. That's a great prison to start this one off, but that's already a dead Bristle and Sejuani. Hextech is going to be the Dragon, as now Delight's in so much trouble, but Zeus going to turn up and convince them to leave. Faker not quite finding all the buttons as that fadeaway gorgeous from Peanut. Thinning out of the Drakes means that no one really has a big advantage there, and the next one going to be Hextech, and that is so scary for either side. Carrier actually diving into this pit does push Peanut away, but Peanut will be able to now take this one down.
Oh, clean auto smite there to come through.
Yeah, there's the flash just to guarantee it, and Carrier will just be autoed to death. Zeus saying, not today, my friend. I am not messing around, as he just walks around this turret.
Your friend in side lane. We've seen Hanwha Live win games, even this split, off of just him being a big threat in teamfights as well as Mininar.
Yeah. He is a monster on this champion, as we all well know, but the thing that's really worrying me as...
I think Viper,
Viper misses
on purpose.
He missed a bunch of things, actually.
Yeah, that
as we can
one,
see, Zeus is in so much trouble. The Wrath of Winter bears down upon him, and that is Doran getting one back. They're going to need a few of those, but man, that was clean.
And...
Delight. Yeah, Delight in a bit of trouble here as well. Flawless duet's pretty nice. And Delight trying to keep himself in this one. Flashes away, actually. That was very cute, but Zeka not quite there in time, and Carrier in position. Still, Vanguard's Edge going to be stolen away here.
Tech Drake, the Dragon, is just insanely strong, particularly the Soul. But especially when you have Mel, Nidalee, and Varus Any form of poke
Yeah.
for greatest. Oh!
As that is a point-blank ulti. Flash out immediately from Peanut. As okay, I thought it was Smash that was about to do the damage, but unfortunately the bullet time was for Viper. I don't think they can do this.
Carria's moving in as well. He seems to agree. Meganar is about to time out.
Yeah, the wallop is going to be mitigated here by Zeus, and Faker gets out of the Gnar stun. Otacon going to have to be given up here, I think. As Zeka moving in. Exactly right. Carry going to be pushed away. But now Doran started the battle. The dash is forward here as the Glacial Prison going to get picked up. Doran still trying to dash around the fight, but that is going to be the shutdown. Delight gets rid of his former teammate, and Carrier executes Zeka on the back end. Otacon's still mad. Okay, finally does reset. And now Ona at relatively full health. It's a big old shield here from Delight, but it's not going to save him. What an absolute mess here on both sides, but mainly for HLE. Not really with too much of a plan, and Viper once again throws a skill shot to Narnia.
He can look low, but as long as he can get multiple W's and chains off, he can really sustain for a long time in fights. And then instead, they get the kill, able to pick off Delight as well. And there was even a scenario there. Doran is continued side laning. Like, credit where credit is due. Currently sitting on a sizable gold lead, sizable CS lead as well. As maybe that was a bit of a
Don't know about this 1v1 as the Vanguard's Edge comes in. Zeka with the Kingslayer, and Doran is melting, burning down on a point-blank spear to the noggin. Doing both generally is a little bit of a worry here, but Zeka does have the teleport available. He can sort of be anywhere, and Smash is in the mid lane. They can see him taking this turret.
Oh, Owner still has flash. That's Smite available as well. Are we flipping the game?
Oh god, okay. Owner going to be moving on in. Are they just going to focus him down though? That's the question. He flashes away as now Carrier. Oh, it's not happening again! Zeka puts him down, and that is Otacon secured. The transformation at the perfect time for Zeus as well keeps him alive, as he's not going to be overwhelmed by Faker this time.
Breakpoint. T1, if they can find a miraculous fight, maybe they can...
What? Peanut has the most experience in the game.
Yeah, he's in Italy. He's been farming. Like, look at his CS as well.
Right, okay.
Been farming really hard. And Owner also has been taking care of sides, I think, a lot more than Peanut has. And this is also one of the reasons why when we started seeing Italy again after a long time, hello, Zeka, he was feeling lonely.
It is still just going to be a Hextech Dragon taken, so there is that sole point that we were talking about.
But I thought they were going to make a play for Nash as well. Great in Italy, but just because... that's not what the team needed to be, is the poke.
Oh, God! Okay, there's his Nidalee getting the work done. Another Chains of Corruption from off screen. And Smash is doing the best that he can. There's even a Hail Mary Glacial Prison thrown by Zeka that doesn't hit him because he was a corpse already. And now it's going to be Baron time for HLE. We had such a lull for so long. It's like they waited for Otacon to be over and then decided to take the Baron. Thankfully, T1 with full vision given this ward. But they don't know the health bar of this Baron right now, as you can see by Jonas Strong and our Observer team. Ona gets that control ward in there. He knows.
Doesn't have flash.
3,000 health. Yeah, can he actually Q his way in? That's the question. He tries to get there. He's still dead. Oh my god, but here is Zeus trying to end the fight before it even starts. Doran just trying to keep a Baron buff alive, but he's not going to get out. And HLE, it's only Carrier that's left up with this Baron. Wait, does he not have the Baron? How does he not have the Baron? He does have the Baron. Fondo, that flash. Really good time from, well-timed there from Carrier. But it's 2 seconds before they spawned.
Horrible. They got completely wiped in the fight. There's no Baron buff gone, or no Baron buff left.
Whoa, nice footwork there from Faker. As I say nice, he gets completely destroyed. And Zeka is going to find the last chain. Goes golden there as well. The rest of Hanwha Esports trying to turn up. Delight, he does it the best as Zeka dashes over all of those swords. And he almost, actually he survives? What the heck? Zeka, he was on like 1 health. Doran now just getting sniped here by Viper. The flawless duet is decent as that house is just sitting on the floor. And Zeus doesn't really care. Still able to get that last auto to put down his lane opponent. And my god, the demolition of this base turret is just ridiculous. Inhibitor going down there as well as now Ona just a sitting duck. The stolen Glacial Prison Not going to connect, but Ona still has to get to this fountain, does get a little bit of healing so that piercing arrow does not kill him. But Zeka is just having the greatest time on his Sylas. Kill and smash here, and Ona just has to look on as they move to match point in this best of 5. I mean, they could also, they could still swap if they felt like it, but I just...
Okay, it's not Showmaker, okay? We're not seeing Aatrox mid.
Yeah, but it's not Chovy. I mean, Chovy did like to play a bit of Aatrox.
Oh, yeah.
He also played at top when he was just a top laner first.
So,
he's very low.
Quite low, so I'm not sure about the dive here. Counter-Strike's available. Oh,
that's a really nice Cocoon. A late Counter-Strike, and they're just able to wait it out. The last tick of Ignite, not quite enough there, but Viper just going to get delivered a kill. Fleet footwork makes him real speedy as the turret gets real mad. Man, they are so dangerous, but he's able to take a couple at full health, and he'll be backing away. So that is First Blood going over to HLE, a decent start.
Yeah, he has Flash.
Oh, it's going to go for it. Cocoon's going to land, and it does! That is 3 in a row for Delight, and another kill for HLE. And Viper has been able to deal with these minion waves up until now. Let's see whether T1 can actually answer back, because now Viper, let's see what he can get done here. He's got Exhaust as they're trying to tank this up. The Force Bomb value is gigantic. So far he's not. There flashes out of the Peacemaker, but they're now trying to wait for this to reset. Ona's underneath the turret, and will he go down the answers? No, enough movement speed to get himself out of there.
So Delight showing on mid, I think, is actually what caused that, as...
All right, Delight now in trouble here as there's the last breath. Taking matters into his own hands, just takes down the jungler. No resets now for T1 as HLE is kind of split here as they do focus on the grubs. Viper, yep, don't move up there, and he doesn't. And that is going to be all of the grubs secured here by HLE. They grab themselves the portion of a feat of strength, but the 4-man unit of HLE is standing strong.
They really want to get towards this
cheeky knocker. Doesn't press the button as there's the Moonfall. There's the combo. Carrier taken down first here, but you can see they're focusing on Zeka. They'll be able to take him down. Smash. Free hitting as Viper just Valkyries his way out. Oh no. Not quite able to catch up, and now Faker gets over the wall, finds the charm onto Viper. The Heartbreaker is exactly that for HLE as Viper goes down.
And I think that is always, when you look at comps like that, it's always going to create... Oh, Viper.
Yeah, Viper in a real rough spot here as he's looking to try and get out. Does flash, but Ona is going to follow him immediately. Cocoon going to miss, and that means the Viper is just destroyed. It's going to be grubs taken here by HLE, but Viper, unfortunately, sort of chain dying in this mid-game. And Smash reaping the rewards, taking down these plates on the bottom side. Zeka trying to clear up what he can, and will be able to do so, as he is, of course, the Yasuo. Dances around the wave quite nicely. But still a good sign for T1. If they can make Viper as irrelevant as possible, certainly going to help out. As I actually mistook Barrier for Exhaust earlier on, but the icon is just so similar now in my brain. I've struggled to cope.
I think it's the color.
Yeah.
I get it.
There's a slight adjustment. Anyway, wasn't able to utilize that effectively. Done, of course, not quite as much of a power spike as with his brother, but now Zeka going to be trying to dash around this one, and Peanut comes in. There's the last breath, and Doran getting taken down low. They were trying to kill him under the turret, though, and that was a mistake. Knockup will connect. It's a 1-for-1, but HLE, I don't think they're happy about that one.
Hanwha, you should know! Never underestimate Doran!
Exactly! He built him!
You see that Aurelia game? Do not think that this man is tilted! That's just Doran!
Oh, man.
They could have... Delight was on his way. That's actually, that's the thing that kind of got me, is if they wait, any CC will blow up whichever target is CC'd, and then kind of go from there. But it also means that having prio, having the ability to be at an objective first is a really big deal. As we now see, T1 actually still trying to contest this. That's interesting. I think it's definitely gone. Maybe an exit kill?
Well, I mean, that is a very dead Delight. So there's the way of the barrel coming on through there. Zeka trying to take down Doran once again, but he knows that that's a difficult task. Owner on the flank angle, and now Peanut's in so much trouble and will just be deceptively orbed to the face. That'll take down the Diana. Now they should be able to collect this Rift Herald. Oh man, I can hear these silver scrapes. They are echoing in the back of my mind, Chronicler. Because they're playing so well. Or so weird and wonderful.
It makes it better. It heightens the drama.
They
don't know.
They don't know. Wait, yeah, Delight moving over as here is the flank angle for the Aatrox. The last breath not actually going to come on through as now Zeus is just flipping around the fight. The world ender might just be the end of the world here for T1 as Zeka avoids the charm by ulting Carrier and taking him out. And HLE, after a horrible fight topside, head to the bottom lane and completely redo it.
And we criticized Hanwha Life for not knowing how to play around Doran, and now it's the same for T1. We've seen Zeus make these flanks before.
And I think we all agree. Certainly looks nice. It's now not such a great angle. However, able to get himself out of there. Owner stunned up. He would be a perfect first target as Phosphomb. Not quite enough. Peanut finds the E from out of nowhere. Carrier trying to take the Diana for a walk, and that is going to cause Peanut to disengage. He's so incredibly strong. He's what it feels like.
Oh, Delight?
Delight.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Oh, God. And he finds him again. The pesky spider is just going to be bonked. That's a lamppost.
Is available. Top lane turret also looking mighty fine here. And will get taken down. I don't think T1 care too much about that. And the gold blade basically even at less 21 minutes in this game again.
I'll be close though. That ward actually just out of the control ward vision. They can see that Peanut is fighting this though, T1 with full information.
They need to retake control. Doran still doesn't have his TP available as the Herald is dropped.
All right, this is an interesting response. We'll see whether HLE actually react to it as Smash has put up a bit of a wall around these little Otacon walls.
I think Otacon's gone.
Yeah, but they don't really care about that position. Owner trying to get in, he's almost in range. He steals it! And now T1 should be able to massacre the fight once again! Owner just rips it away from HLE! Oh, these smites have not really been going Peanut's way throughout this matchup in general, but Owner just keeps on doing it. That's Silver Scrapes right there. That was the moment. That's where we started hearing it. 1,000 gold lead. There was like nothing in it between both of these teams for this whole game, as Faker is going to be coming over, finds a charm, connects it onto Peanut, but now can they find the Wombo combo? That's the question. Already, they're trying to send them home, and a couple of them will be leaving, but that's not a real kill. And HLE are the ones that are falling by the wayside. Faker now trying to utilize this buff to grab a little bit more, as Doran, I think he can possibly just clean up both of these if they stick around, and they're not going to. Viper sort of not going to be really dealt with here on the top side, but still, I think T1 happy with how this one's going, as the back is likely to come through. Peacemaker not quite in time. And so, still not really going to be getting too much more. This is a third dragon that's only going to spell 2 for T1.
Very hard to get.
Oh dear. Viper is dead, ladies and gentlemen. Does try to do a little bit of a Valkyrie. Didn't waste the flash.
Oh, this is a trap waiting to be sprung.
Yep, some looming Faker as they change positions. Somehow it's kind of working though, as there's a knockup. Faker is going to be sent home. Still has the Otacon buff, and they take down the Diana. As there goes Zeka as well. Zeus trying to make his way out as Viper, ace in the hole, tries to take the blast cone. The counter strike not quite in range, as Doran just wants another leap strike, and there it goes, empowers him. And Delight is not long for the world, ladies and gentlemen. Does use the repel to create a little bit of distance. It's a nice cocoon, but it's only a matter of time. Just while the itsy bitsy spider falls down the water spout.
Yeah, Faker with that stopwatch.
Combat?
Yeah, could be. Okay, Carrier.
I don't know if Carrier really
actually
wins these.
No, I actually think this is good. Like, you can just delay the kill as long as possible. Like, you don't actually need to kill him.
Well, he is just going to flash into a cocoon and probably win. Never mind. That is a great snare.
Just leave!
Yep, he just kills him.
All right, not even close.
Yep, well, the Baron also goes down. That is sort of the main part of this story, ladies and gentlemen.
What if we pick this? What if we went for this crazy plan?
Well, let's just see how it does go. His interruption on the leap strike there was quite nice from Zeus, but now he finds himself on the wrong side of this one. Can he get the health back? He sort of can, actually, as he gets back over the wall. There's a 5-man ulti from Peanut. Is it going to be enough to win them the fight, though? His owner is able to start these resets, but the rest of them are on the floor. HLE, they found the one window to get them back into the game. Smash trying to be the hero, but it's not enough, and Zeus cuts him down.
Can they end?
Where he stands, that's an ace, and maybe they can.
Oh, no, look.
No, I don't think so.
Look at the way. Okay, so I'm like, there are still.
There's a million turrets.
There's too many turrets.
Guys, we have to do that maybe twice more.
Yeah.
I mean, that's bounty gold, though. So as far as like doing it again, they are at least going to have more money to fund it.
Yeah, I am going to guess that T1 probably are not going to be looking to 5-man stack trying to kill out of this world for either. Getting the shield would be a big deal.
Delight is just going to face check. Can he repel in time? The answer is yes. Wants to avoid the damage, but what goes up must come down. And now Ona gets to be an Elise. Swimming in the rain is amazing. Do you ever put your head underwater whilst it's raining?
Oh, that is cool.
It's actually super awesome. As Faker, he's going to find Delight once again. Smash puts a bullet in the spider. As Baron could really spell the end. There's another one. Viper just walks into him. He is able to block the last bullet as Zeka does throw down the ultimate here. Peanut looking for Doran. Viper trying to kite him as best he can, but oh man, that lamppost is so dangerous. Ona and Zeus are fighting towards the top side, but HLE are just falling apart. And Ona now just slinks into the mist and looks to try and take down his former teammate, and he doesn't. Zeus puts him in his place, but I don't think that one really matters. Faker now looking for his shot as Zeka fighting against Doran, and Doran says, no, buddy. It's only when we're teammates that you'll be able to get the best of me. As Smash and Carrier moving towards the top side just to get the work done and send us towards game number 5. Delight will respawn and a little sheepishly throw out a volatile Spiderling. And T1, they're wanting a little bit more as a flash over the charm this time around. A flash for Delight as well, but that doesn't quite work out there as he wants some more supportal combat. Carrier says no. He says that he just wants a game 5, and T1 will push us to those silver scrapes, keep themselves alive.
I know, me too.
Zoe Soraka,
wait.
the magical girl bottom lane.
Yeah, but like you hit a bubble and then you have the root.
Yeah, then you have the sun, and then no one can do anything, and then Starfall, and then you both die because you don't do enough damage to kill them.
Zeus here, way to be on time.
Well, Zeus going to do his very best here. That undertow is working quite nicely. There's the flash forward. The full commitment as the handshake is so good. And Ona is going to be taken down. First blood and double buffs for the Olaf. Oh, it may not be over yet as the undertow does slow down Carriers. It is, in fact, over now.
Oh my god, Delight. Or nearby as well.
Yep, he's got a bit of a health bar to invest in that one. So Carrier is going to make sure that Smash is A-OK.
Ona should be able to get this and then make his way out.
Yep. Just wanders over the wall. We'll be able to get into the red pit there as well, as Faker has also picked up a smite.
Return to Season 2 champions. Yeah, no, that's why I'm seeing a Mumu.
I mean, Season 1.
I'm seeing Olaf.
Yeah, I guess the Renata Callista is a little bit out of whack. The Talia as well is a little bit too new.
Oh, no, they don't get full credit.
No.
Just a bit.
But that is not going to be feats of strength over to T1, but they might be able to get themselves 5 grubs, which will be very valuable in itself.
You can sense as well how nervous both these two teams
are.
Again, this is a final best of 1 that decides which of these two teams moves on, faces Gen G or DK. And a mistake here can mean the end of your LCK Cup. Bonkers that we find ourselves in this position, Atlas. 5th game between the two.
And those 5 grubs do go the way of T1.
Pushing out the lanes.
Oh, man.
And leaving it at that. Zeka probably doesn't even have to TP back. He can just rotate. Maybe Faker can catch him in the rotation. And they can get some damage on that top side turret. Is the first dragon. So 14 minutes. Quite late.
Eclectic comp, if ever we've seen one. But man, if they won with it, would that not be a story? As they're looking to take a Rift Herald with it, and that should be something that they could do. Teleport just about back up again for Doran as well. So Zeus losing that advantage. And HLE, yeah, they're not going to risk it. So that will be the Rift Herald taken. Viper with a little bit of extra time. Good, but Ona is immortal. He just doesn't take damage. He's caught twice. The bubble goes wide just somehow. I think Zeka was just moving down randomly.
But that's a big win for Hanwha there. Because
yeah, they take the outer turret top.
T1 desperately wanted the kill there. Didn't quite find it.
Backing on a ward though. Backing on a ward might mean that... Okay, Delight is not going to do it. It's okay, he just explodes. He was out of range. Still, it's not going to be a cash-in, but that is a kill for T1.
Should be Dragon.
Yeah.
Let this go. It's more important to get a kill on Smash. Hanwha Life, though, they won this.
Yeah, there's the bandage toss to bring them in. Smash immediately cleanses. The Dragon secured here by Peanut as they throw Delight in, but no joy. Carrier a lot of sticks in him as Doran finds the backline. Peanut! Oh, there is the shutdown, the cash-in! in for Smash. So much money into this Draven, and who cares if they lose the Dragon? Getting this guy fed is so important. On this Kalista, as the game goes on.
That's the thing, because I would imagine Viper is going to build one more damage time, and then he's going to go towards like Jack shows and other things we've seen to try and keep the Kalista relevant.
Yeah.
Till late game.
Well, Arakan towards the bottom side of the map this time around. Wait a second, yeah, it's still leashed. Zeka can now move down, but this has now become a fight, and a smite fight for this one. I don't know whether you want that. As the Impale, it doesn't connect onto Peanut as the Whirling Death almost takes him down, but he's now not in range. The Wish comes in, and Doran has executed Peanut, but into the backline they go, and oh my god, this Olaf is obliterating them. Still they get the buff, but they're just walking gold now for this Viking who is yelling and screaming. They're running the wrong direction to try and keep these buffs alive. It is still high value. Don't get us wrong. And if they get out, it's massive. But Zeka has found Doran, throws a big rock at him. And I think that Doran is going to be taking the relocation way out of this fight. And there he goes.
Okay.
Carrier going to be going back as well. And Zeus almost got there.
Okay. But who cares, right? If you have the opportunity to get Prio.
And remember, the rulebook doesn't have Mountain Soul in it. We don't know what to do.
Oh, they have to retake. I don't know if they can. I think they might have to just give it up. Yeah.
Yep.
Hanwha alive.
Rock's now on the ground as it looks like HLE will be able to secure this area. They do manage to take that one down. Delight in a little bit of trouble here. There's a lot of projectiles just flying around all over the place.
Oh, Doran was thinking about it.
Yeah, Weaver's Wall. Zeka just going to get into position to hold this wave. No one would ever see it coming.
Never. Okay, so soul points taken. Otacon buff was basically useful for T1.
Well, I mean, Smash still has it, I guess, for 30 seconds.
It's here for many players as well.
These mid lane avatars are so incredibly low. As all right, Zeka and Zeus getting to work on this one. It is spotted.
They know now.
Ona moves on in. A bubble going to connect onto Peanut. That is such huge news, but unfortunately not able to find the paddle star as now Zeus may need to try and get out of here. Remember, he has no way out. There is the curse of the sad money, but Peanut is going to get executed. You can see now the Olaf chasing after Smash, but the Soraka's doing a job to bail out. Not able to work. And now it's Viper that needs to do it. He finds one, but Smash just executes him. It's an axe to the back of the head. And Zeka will not have the damage. T1 will find a team fight.
And that Blasco might be what ends up deciding this game, Atlas! Just one silly little Blasco. Just one!
Oh, Brendan Valdez is somewhere extraordinarily upset as T1 with 4 members and now moving towards the enemy base. Is it over right here? Surely not.
Oh, I don't know.
It's 32 minutes. They've taken the inhibitor now. They've got a minion wave. I mean, Peanut's going to be here, but can he kill the wave in time? I don't think so. He gets on top of Smash, and he needs to kill these minions. He will be able to get them. He's got a lot of bandages. His turret is so incredibly angry, and T1 will back away. Still with a gigantic lead. We have to say that, but the game still goes on. Well, Owner is throwing rocks around. They have a wall set up, so it's just Baron for HLE.
Yeah, that's the price that they pay for their field and push. Could have just taken Ash seconds before the dragon spawns, but as you say, that can be enough to get the prio, place down all the wards that you need.
Okay, and now sieging. Wave flip, decent. That's if Peanut gets this smite. So that has to happen first. He's thinking about it, thinking about going for it. That bubble, oh my goodness, that could have just been end of the game right there. He's holding onto the bandage toss. That's a good flick. A good handshake there as well. Doesn't find the impale. And he could just be dead. Owner is in so much trouble. He's trying to drive his way out, and it works. Somehow Carrier, oh my god, the amount of damage that's coming through here is now Faker in trouble. Zeus going ballistic. The double knockup is so good with the Fate's Call. And now it's Zeus' time to shine. A triple as he executes Smash. And now they can definitely take the dragon, but can they get even more off the back end?
And how poetic would it be if it's Zeus with his Olaf that ends it all? It's not going to be the Nexus, but the guidebook has nothing on this, Atlas. What do you do when you lose a mountain?
Oh my goodness, HLE. They were a Nexus turret away from just being out of this tournament. And then they come back, they take the Baron, now they have Mountain Soul, and chronically the game isn't over.
The best part is that that's a big buy for Doran. Does mean that it's a little bit easier as
Weaver's wall.
Off. Owner can obviously just get through. Will he choose
But this
to
Baron
do
is
so?
it's just gone. So they secure it. Can T1 find a team fight? That is the question. The bubble goes wide. Peanut might need to flash, but he doesn't have it, so can't actually get out of here. He's going down slowly but surely. Eventually he wants to just walk his way out, but now Ona throws down the Impale. They take down both junglers, but Zeus is just on top of Carrier. They've identified the key target. Doran gets into the backline, goes alive! Viper will survive, pulls out the sticks, and down goes the Akali. They sacrifice Peanut, but they take 3.
We're 40 minutes in. That might be it. The fact that Viper doesn't die there. Doran doesn't have the damage. The Mountain Soul coming up huge. And it's only Smash and Faker desperately going to try to keep this game alive, but I don't think they've got it in them.
I want to petition. I want to make this part of the playoffs double elimination. I don't want to say goodbye to either of these teams, Chronicler. It is too early.
Wait, Atlas.
Okay, we don't have to. Never mind, this game is just going to go forever. We have a minute left on the Baron, so the last inner turret will be falling now.
Yes.
HLE have a 3,000 gold lead, which is big for 8 minutes in the game. For 42.5 minutes, it's not so much. Delight just takes a large chunk of his health bar. Weaver's wall, and that's going to knock Owner over. He is thankfully extraordinarily tanky. They do lose their inhibitor turret. As now Peanut flashing forward gets this cleanse out of Smash, and now Viper is looking for him. Can they execute him? Yes, they can! Viper now right in the back line, and he's getting bailed out. Will he be able to find it? The answer is probably yes, and look at this immortal Viking. Throws the undertow, takes down his former mid laner, and HLE, our LCK champions of last year, will be staying alive in the LCK Cup.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.